Hello, everyone. This is Ann Miller French with Angelic Hands, and I'm streaming live here on Facebook and on YouTube. And hopefully, you're able to hear me. I was originally planning on going live on Wednesday for my live Q&A, and based on everything that was coming up because of the weather on the storm and the hurricane and the tropical storm that was experienced here in Florida and many other areas, it really brought up a lot in me, and I learned to practice what I preach, and I took a step back and had to honor what was coming up. So I wanted to talk about a few things, and which is why I titled today's discussion "Navigating Through the Storm." And yes, this is representing what happened here this week, and this was actually my first experience, and I believe my husband's experience going through something like this. And I have to admit, I had a lot of fear that came up, and I recognized today that I was dealing with a lot of PTSD, that I listened to the messages that were coming up as I've been continuing to work through my own pain body, my own walls. As I've updated my description on my website regarding my heightened abilities, my extrasensory abilities, and I'm using these gifts and everything that I've learned, everything that I've experienced, and sharing my gifts with others and with the world. And that's why I am so passionate about my life's mission and my work and being here. But I know for me to be there for others, I have to first and foremost be here for myself. That is an act of self-love. And I share that with my Self-Love Academy students, that you have to make yourself a priority each and every day. And so Wednesday I did just that. And, things were, we weren't quite sure, how things were going to play out with the weather. So did a lot of breath work. I had tears that came up. There was a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, and I recognized, and it didn't have to go into the story itself, but recognized where a lot of this was coming from, and did a lot more clearing, exponential clearing. So before I get started, any further with, today's live, I just wanted to send a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you that, checked up on both me and my husband, and those of you that have reached out, just, thank you. That meant so much. I am, without a doubt, extremely grateful for that. And I've learned, so much about all of this, but also learned so much more about myself. And I'm grateful that my husband, was here with me. So a lot of things to be grateful for, and really looking at the bigger picture in all of this. And my heart goes out to everyone that has been affected, by what transpired this week. So what I wanted to share, with you today is, as you, navigate through your life. Sometimes things may feel a bit chaotic. It may feel like you have a storm brewing inside of you. If you're working through PTSD or depression or anxiety or stressors, there may be things that act as a trigger, act as that catalyst that starts to bring things up. And I've shared this message before that you cannot run yourself. Eventually, you meet yourself in the mirror, and you're probably thinking, "Oh my gosh, she's bringing this message up again." Yes, I am bringing this message up again because it is so true, and I have, been witness to this even with my, what I've been doing with my own personal healing of body, mind, and soul, and being here for me and working through the different things and working through the layers. And I just recognized just how powerful our intention truly is and how powerful we truly are. And when you say yes to yourself and you decide that I want change, and if that's better health, an improved relationship with yourself, relationship with others, if you're working through perhaps career changes or doing a deep journey of your own soul, going within, facing different things. Sometimes that navigation can feel a bit rocky or, uncertain. And hi, Sandy. I will read your question in just a moment. I just want to make sure that I don't lose my train of thought here. Thank you for hopping on. So yeah, with that said, I had a lot of things come to light, even for myself, and made so much space within. I talk about that when you make space within your vessel, it allows the guidance to come through. It allows you to attract things rather than repel things. You start attracting in what it is that you actually do want, because like attracts like. Whatever is going on in here, you are the orchestrator, you are the author, you are the writer, you are the director, you are the producer. Whatever messages are being sent out here is what you see out here. You may have heard me talk about this before, but it's so very true. So it's doing the deeper inner work that I talk about, and navigating through your own storm, or wherever there's that tug of war, and even asking yourself the question, when did I become disconnected from myself? What part of me is still out here? What parts of me still need to be integrated back into self and be acknowledged? And is there some forgiveness work? Is there some acceptance work? Is there kind of surrender and flow? It's a little bit of all of the above. So my role for all of you is offering multiple healing modalities for body, for mind, for spirit. So whether that's through quantum life coaching, which is now part of the Self-Love Academy. So it's all combined into one. And again, I use my extrasensory abilities to help you to identify where your blocks are, where your walls are. And, we work together with your participation and through intention, like, okay, ready to clear this out. And I am not doing the work for you. I'm simply holding and creating safe space for you, and showing you the way. But I'm able to tune in with my abilities and, start to help you to identify those areas, those blind spots, those things that you may be missing. The other part of this is, I mentioned before, quantum energy healing is now combined with distant Reiki. So I've called it quantum Reiki. It's using the two healing modalities together to give you an even deeper experience. So the description for that has been updated as well. Light language therapy, same thing. It's now combined with distant Reiki. And psychic readings, medium readings, those are still being offered as one-on-one. Everything is done remotely. And the only new addition to that are the Akashic Records readings. So first session is reading with a healing. We really go in, a lot deeper. And then your second, third, fourth, however many sessions you want to do after that, completely up to you. It's, walking you through the reading and learning how to use the information that comes through. So it's become very, very clear to me and quite evident the direction of where I'm being guided in my life, and really focusing a lot on my academy and the journey of self-love, and taking my body of work and, whether that's going global with this, worldwide with this, getting the message out to whoever it is that I'm meant to connect with. And those of you that find me, however you find me, and making that connection and helping to, act as your guide, act as your mirror, and help you to work through that journey so that you can start to create change in your life, greater changes. So if you're, finding that there's this constant tug of war or the struggle, you're not sure where the blocks are, or perhaps you're not even sure where to get started, the content has been updated. The pricing schedule has been updated, so there's more flexibility with payment options. We definitely want this to be affordable for each and every, one of you, but in the same respect, with the academy, we go through a mini consultation to see if I'm a good fit for you. You're gonna, be a good fit for me, that you're, ready to do the work. It's not easy. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything. I'm speaking from my own personal experience, but when what you put into it is what you get out of it, and you will notice change in your life. And I've seen over and over and over again, as I continue to work through my own stuff, I see physical manifestation of that outside of me. And it's a beautiful process. It truly is. So I'm going to take a look at the feed here. I will take a couple of questions. So first one was from Sandy. She said the new job, she started on August 29th. It's not going that well. It's work longer hours, work's not that great. So, Sandy, what I'm seeing for you is the word that's coming up is resistance. Resistance of looking at these walls, where these blocks are. And because, whether, we like it or not, you manifested this change. It's the mirror. So mirrors are not just through people, it's also through people, places, things. This new job is a mirror for you to look deeper. Like, what are you in resistance of? And working through those blocks so you can start clearing this stuff out and really trust your inner navigation as far as what makes your heart sing, what makes your eyes light up when you talk about it, what do you truly love to do, and really trusting your inner GPS system, as I like to call it, to move forward on what that looks like for you with your new position. So it's making those internal changes so you can start to see that out here. So if you would like to, schedule a consultation with me, we can, take 30 minutes. I can kind of walk you through what to expect through the academy, how that can help you to work through that, something to consider. But there's some deeper healing work that you're being asked to take those steps to go in deeper, because there's a repeated pattern, there's a lesson playing out for you, and it's facing fears. So it may not feel like, the situation may not feel like an opportunity or a gift right now, but it is through the repeat of the pattern. You may even ask yourself the question, when have I gone through this before? And if it's something that's playing out again, there's something that's still running on autopilot, that's running the show, and it's getting to the root, clear that out, and start installing new information as far as what it is that you do want to create for yourself. So thank you for reaching out. Hopefully that information helps you, Sandy. Hi, Connie. So when I say that I'm holding and creating a safe space for all of you, what does that mean? What do we do with that? So what that means is, when I'm creating a safe space, I am literally, when I'm on a session with a student, with a client, I am present. We're connected remotely, but I am creating that environment for you to know that whatever is said in the session, it's what's said here stays here. You can allow yourself to to work through what you need to work through, discuss what you need to discuss. And I'm creating that environment for you, holding space for you, kind of like a mother to a child or a guardian to a child, and being a good listener and offering guidance, offering insights, offering clarification in a loving space. And sometimes, some of the sessions, it may, and I will also preface it based on what's coming up, where it may feel like hard love. You may have heard that expression before, but it's really because I see what my student, I see what my client is capable of. I see their higher self. I see that version that's calling them, that's saying, I've got this figured out. Just follow me. If we can just work through these walls, work through these obstacles, work through this pain body, whatever it is that, is standing in your way. So it's simply having that environment for you to be vulnerable, and let these walls down, start to open up, and know that you're in a safe zone. That's what my team is showing me right now for the wording. It's like a safe zone. It's a space for you to go and know that you're safe. And that is literally the message that came up this week, as I have been going not only deeper with my own work, but also sharing that with my Self-Love Academy students. It's my intention is that you feel safe in your body. If you don't feel safe in here, you're going to see that out here. So teach you different techniques to help you to create safety in your body. And I exercise and use these techniques especially this week with everything that went on with the weather. And, I talk about breath work. There's vagus nerve techniques. There's, even doing some supporting the root chakra, because the root chakra, it's at the base of the tailbone. That's all about safety and security. If your hips are tight, or the bottom, or that area, your seat is tight. It's closing off that flow of energy, and we want to help to open that up, relax those muscles. So if you've had any previous injuries or trauma or surgery or whatever it is, we do different things. We're never forcing it. We're helping to open that up instead of being like this, or opening it up like this. So that way, those parts of you that have been in hiding, or where you're guarded like this, you're now opening up, and in the safe zone that I've created for you, where you can do the inner work. So hopefully that answers your, yeah, I see. Yeah, you're very welcome, Connie. Definitely not a problem. So I just, wanted to just share this message with all of you today, and again, just express my deepest gratitude for everyone that's reached out, and believe in the power of prayer, and again in the power of intention. And I just kept visualizing things even here at home as we were navigating through the storm. So I'm just extremely grateful that we're safe. And again, my heart goes out to everyone that has been affected by this. And I, just see how communities and people and friends and families, like people are just coming together. And even when you see when you're a witness to something, or tragedy happens, or natural disaster, people coming together, and just, again, I'm just stressing, because this is coming up again, like stressing the importance of working with your body and working through the PTSD. If you're not familiar with that acronym, it stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. And every experience that you've ever had, if there's ever been a trauma, or if you've been through a natural disaster before, whether it's in this lifetime or past lifetime, time is irrelevant. Everything is in this now moment. So past, present, future versions of you are all in this now moment. Now that may take a minute, to say, I need to wrap my brain around this a little bit. I know even when I heard that, like, kind of like, say what? But it makes sense. It totally makes sense. So it's when something pops up, a traumatic event or something that is a trigger, it is the opportunity presenting itself to go deeper and to find the root, and for greater healing. So, as I said before in this live, that is exactly what I did this week, and just continuing to follow where I'm being guided, and, course correct, spiritual being having a human experience, and there's different emotions, and just taking it day by day, step by step. So thank you for joining me today. If you find that there is someone that could, just use a little bit of encouragement, inspiration, feel free to, share this information. If you're not already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, I invite you to subscribe. Facebook, like it, love it, share it. and I will be connecting with you again very soon. Take care. Thanks.